Hey guys, welcome back. It is Four Towers Films and
Doug 218. Happy Thursday, guys.
happy Thursday to you guys. We're past Wednesday, and that means another recap for Masterchef 10, episode number 3. And it was a tough one this week. They are not kidding around when they're talking about making this a tough season.
They ramped it up this season, guys, so far, and it's been...
Because they didn't call it a mystery box challenge. Even though it's a mystery box challenge, they called it an immunity challenge. The first one, kind of throwback to Survivor. So what they had to do was like a skills challenge. So all the cooks had to watch Gordon flay a fish,
Separate egg
yolks, and cut onions. And he also actually showed them how to separate like a blood orange or something like that.
To segment.
Segment it. So it was interesting to watch him. I mean, he's really fast. Like we were saying, it's almost like he's teaching actual chefs or cooks because, even though like they have the basics of this down already, so he's just zipping through it. So it's like, if you're an amateur cook and you haven't done a lot of this stuff, I think you're going to miss some things. I would think. But, I mean, most of these cooks can cook better than, some chefs can.
And it's just, to watch everyone just, in awe watching him do something so effortlessly. Just a couple of sharpens of the knife and he was off.
Which just shows years of experience doing this, and it shows really in his work. I mean, he does it so beautifully. So they get all the things that they need at their station, and they have like 10 minutes to do this in, so not very much time. So they had to separate 24 eggs. They had to dice 2 onions and fillet 1 fish.
And they had to be able to pick it up because the fillet had a translucent bone. They had to hold it up and be able to see that bone.
The carcass part of it, once they take the fillet off. So most of them didn't do so well. And the ones that actually won immunity didn't have to cook in the elimination challenge. They got to go up onto the gallery.
Yeah.
So there's a few of them who did, but I think almost half or more did not.
Well, it was basically if they told you to stay put.
Right, you were cooking. Or you go up, you were safe. But there was one, I think his name's Ethan. We were talking about this. We're like, what an attitude. Because he's like going on about, because as they're going around and judging them, they're like, say that the onions weren't even or like the fish is mangled. At one point, they said, it looked like a cat was playing with it, kind of thing. It was that bad. It was kind of funny. But, and so, how they do the commentary kind of thing in between the show, like the scenes. He's like going, if you don't have these basic skills, you shouldn't be here. And he's just going on and on and on. Well, he ended up having to cook.
Yeah.
So that was karma for you. You might not be as good as you think you are.
Well, you figure they based out of 20, 10 of them went upstairs.
About half.
Yeah. And so basically they, they had to, they had their, now.
So now they go into their elimination challenge.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like a mystery box challenge, which they call the
Gordon Ramsay mystery box.
Which means they had ingredients. They had a choice really of scallops, lamb, and pork. So they could choose one, or they could eat more than one.
All of his favorite proteins. And they fortified, as they called it, the pantry. So what they had to do was create a meal or a dish that represented Gordon. What they thought represented Gordon. No pressure. And they're kind of making fun of the judges. Well, it could be tough. It could be sour.
It was really fun. They were needling them.
And then Gordon got the ultimate. It could be soft and rich.
Yeah, he said that. Gordon himself said that. I would have said it could be saucy.
So it was interesting to see what a lot of them chose.
And how they thought of Gordon.
Yeah.
What they chose. to represent Gordon, what was in their minds.
Well, yeah, it's like you got to think, okay, how am I going to like personify this man on a plate? You know, and
it's interesting anyway.
It was tough, and it was interesting to see like what was going on in the mindset of a lot of them. The one guy I thought was kind of funny was Wuta. He was an English teacher, but he was a vegetarian.
Right.
And then like
he did pork, I believe,
and scallop.
But he didn't. For some reason, he cooked the pork, but he didn't put it on the plate.
Yeah.
He used scallop instead.
And even Joe and Aaron said, cook two.
Yeah.
Do two of them and then decide which one you're going to use.
Right.
And I think only a couple of them did that.
No, well, actually, some of them, a couple, there's one, I think his name was Kenny.
Yeah.
He cooked all the scallops at once, and they were saying that was a mistake because you can't judge whether the flavoring's right or not because you're cooking them all at once and you're using all your scallops.
Yeah.
And you don't have anything left.
Well, like
and
Joe.
So he even said, I'm losing patience with you. Joe said to him. Yeah.
Well, like he said, cook one, try it.
Try it, see if you like the flavoring, if you have to adjust something.
Evan, who in the vignettes was like,
oh okay, Evan.
If you don't have the skills, blah, blah, blah. They did like the sauce he made with his dish. So
they thought, like Joe said, it was like a season 5 dish.
what a dish!
Because they tried their dishes at first, like they were all at their station.
Yeah.
Like how they do while they're cooking, and then they call them up. Well, they tried them all at the station first. Then they brought everybody up, and then they decided who was going to be saved, and those ones automatically went up to the gallery. Those that were not saved, they were going to taste again, and so then they had to bring their dishes up to them at the front, and then they picked like the bottom, whatever ones from there.
And that's when Joe Bastianich laid it on them. We're sending two of you home.
Like I said, welcome to season 10.
3rd episode in, 2 are going out the door. And like this, you can see it this season. They're not pulling any punches.
No, it's much harder.
And they're really nitpicking.
It basically came down to about 4 of them, 4 or 5 of them at the end, who did not get to go up to the gallery. So, forgive us, we don't know all their names off by heart. So, they saved Liz and might be, was it
Wuda.
Because they did just enough. They liked the enough, and the other ones did worse than them, so they were saved. So it came down to
Kenny and Deanna.
And Evan. There was the last 3. So they went through it. They didn't like Deanna's. She had done scallops, and then she did like this puree.
She did like a pantsuit scallop, blood orange and fennel salad, and mashed potatoes.
Right, and they're saying it didn't. The mashed potatoes didn't go with the scallops, and neither did the fennel. They actually said she'd done like a fennel puree or something that would have worked better, but they didn't like the flavors of it too much. Evans they thought was like a season 5 dish,
and Joe
and Kenny they thought he also did scallops. It's just the plating, Joe said, it looked like a fungal infection. He said it's like the worst plating, the ugliest plating he'd ever seen.
and Joe made a point of saying, and taking 3 components off the plate, if you had done it
like this, you'd be up in the gallery.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is, other years, I don't think they found anything wrong with his flavors or his cook that I remember. I don't think so. It was purely on plating, and other years, they'd say that they can teach it kind of not to do that, But as long as you can cook.
Yeah.
But this year they're saying that's unteachable. So
Kenny was first to go, and Deanna, because they just didn't think the components worked well together. And so they thought Kenny did just enough to stay in the competition. Evan did just enough to stay in the competition.
But and they more or less said, now your eyes are open.
What we're looking for this season. Because like they said before, what they accepted other seasons are not accepting this season, obviously. Because like he went home on plating, and that wouldn't have been the case before.
Well, not even last season of MasterChef.
Yeah.
There were some plating issues that they let
go.
Yeah. This year, no way.
No, 10th season, 10th anniversary. So they're being a lot stricter this year.
It was interesting to see, the growth of people, how and what their skill set was. Fred.
Some raw skill.
Oh, a lot of them have got crazy knife skills.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to give Fred a hug. So,
Fred, yes. He's one that went up in the initial
grouping.
When they let him go up, the initial grouping, and they were basically saying, he's so tightly wound because he's really nervous, kind of thing. And we were talking about that. I think it's like a throwback to when he talked. Remember when he talked about during the audition portion that he was always kind of told that he wasn't good enough, kind of thing, and so he believed that. And so I think that's why he's so nervous, and he can't relax when they're judging and stuff. And so it's funny. Aaron basically told him, loosen up the apron a little bit. You're doing just fine.
Just going, breathe. Because literally while they were judging that, I don't think this kid took a breath.
He looked like he had like that deer in the headlights. Like, he feels so bad for him.
He just wanted to go, come here, buddy. And when he got up, knocking one of the others, or I need to teach you how to
breathe.
Live a little bit,
and just to relax, enjoy what you're doing,
It was a pretty fast-paced episode, and I think that's going to be kind of the predominant theme.
So. It's much tougher this year. You can tell it is. And then next week, they do the first team challenge, and it's over 2 nights. So bear that in mind, guys. The first night, it looks like it's Wednesday and Thursday next week. It looks like Wednesday is the actual competition, and then Thursday I think is the
find out who won.
You find out who won, and then who's going to
the elimination.
The elimination part of it. That's what it looks like anyway, but we'll see. That's kind of how they tout it.
So go ahead.
What are we going to say?
We don't even know who's going to be the team captains for this.
No, because there was no winner, so maybe we'll show how they're going to pick the team captains.
Or maybe they'll do it by who
or have the best skills.
Yeah, or skills.
Or something. We don't know. They didn't. We don't know because there wasn't. They didn't even get it best. We didn't even hear our best stuff this year. Out of the dishes that they had to cook, so we don't know at this point. We'll find out next week.
Exactly.
So thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the whole show. If you watched it, let us know what you think. Who do you think has an edge right now? Who do you think's going to possibly take it home? I know we still got about 10 people still left in the competition. So 18. I know about 20 to 18 people. Anyway, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. The notification bell so we upload every time Masterchef is on. And we will see you next week. Take care, guys.
And I'll see you next week.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.